excuse me. So anyways, my mom was still in like it got bad with her drugs and her taking all these different medications and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so crazy. Like, I'm just so happy to be out of that house, because I remember when I had brought my first car, like she wanted to drive it, but she was under the influence, and I'm not talking about alcohol, under the influence of drugs. So she ended up like slashing all my tires and stuff like that. So I got over that. So I remember, like, it was 5 o'clock. It was April 19th, and it was April 19th, 2012, and it was 5 p.m. And I got a phone call from my brother, who was 12, and he was like, I think mom is dead. And I was like, are you playing a joke on me? Because if this is a joke, it's not funny. I was like, well, if she is, I need you to hang up, because I was the first person he called. I was like, I need you to hang up, and I need you to call 911. So I was still in class. When he called me, it was maybe around like 4:55. So I was still in class. And then at like 5 o'clock, he called me again, but this time the paramedic people, or whatever they're called, had answered the phone, and they were like, you need to come over here right now. We are announcing that your mom is dead, 5 o'clock p.m. And at that moment, my whole life, I felt like everything had stopped. Like, me and my sister were going to the same community college, so when I walked out of class, she was over there like bawling out, crying. And the way I show my emotion and I hide my emotion is I'm always smiling and I'm always laughing, and it's just basically to stop the tears from coming down. Like, I can be hurting so bad, but I rather just laugh it off than sit there and cry. And I think it just becomes from me having to grow up so fast, because I didn't really have time to sit there and cry and be sad about this and that, because things needed to be done. So one of her friends ended up driving us to our cars in the parking lot, and I remember a friend asking me, she was like, are you okay, Jasmine? Because it was like I was smiling, and I was, in my head, I was like, well, this can't be real, this can't be happening, and this and that. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. So we pulled up to my mom's house, and they were like, we're still fixing, like, making the body presentable and stuff like that. And then I remember like going into the house, and it was like really, really messy, and everything was everywhere, and pills and all this other stuff. And after that, they end up bringing like her body into the living room on one of those little stretcher things. And my dad was standing like right next to me, and he was like, do you want to give her one last kiss before they close the zipper? So I remember leaning down and giving her a kiss on the cheek, and the body was so cold. And that's when the tears started coming down, and I just had to walk out of the house, because I was like, this cannot be happening. And the reason why I say that this could not be happening, because